Hey everybody, Asuka here, ready to give you your Grimmie Thursday. Actually, my take on Snow White, the first of 4 videos released by Christina's team that she didn't get a chance to release while she was still with us. So I'm going to put the song on behind us and I'm going to kind of talk over her a little bit so you guys can kind of get the idea of the song and also get like where I'm coming from with my commentary. If my phone would be nice. Okay.
It was Bobby. It
So,
had to have been Bobby. Bobby's a vegan.
Here,
that's real butter up there. He'd probably break out.
she's making commentary about this dude.
All the more reason.
And I was laughing because I know somebody who's vegan and who's very particular about their diet. So I could totally imagine them doing something like that and getting the protein rash. So I was like dying
So how's the writing for the showcase
when she said that.
I haven't written in 4 days,
And then the artist lament. We always have issues with getting products done, getting our art out in time because it's kind of organic and we don't want it to be forced.
We're closed.
I absolutely love the way that they set this up, how the guy just comes in and he's in like this shadow and you don't see his face until later. I think that is very, very smart, considering that the whole video and song is about finding your Prince Charming, and he comes in an auspicious way, and you don't know who his identity is until he reaches to her level. So I thought that was really dope. The fact that she knows exactly what he's gonna say is a thing that happens in all relationships, and I kind of feel her on that. So I was there with her, and I was crying with her because she knew that he was gonna only let her down, even though she had feelings still there.
You guys are gonna talk, right?
And of course, the optimistic best friend.
Is he?
You cannot do life without an optimistic best friend.
Give me the goods. There's nothing to give.
I love the fact that Christina is very young in this. That she's showing her youth, even though she is 22.
You guys do not have chairs.
It is so refreshing so that people can still relate to her. Now, I have really big issue with her friend, her blonde friend. She acted OD. Like, her line was so scripted that I didn't believe her. I didn't believe her at all. And I knew that she was just there to say that line and lay down and become her friend. Like, I really was put aback by that. Let's see. I love how the women are laying down and how it's focusing on them, and the men are like shadowy figures. I love that. Absolutely love that. Let's see. Okay. Backtrack a little bit. When the guy was talking to her and he said, we'll talk about it later, and she was silent and he left. I hate the fact that men think that silence means that we agree. Silence does not mean we agree. Silence means that we are pondering what you've said, whether we like it or not. Silence does not mean yes. Silence does not mean no. Silence means we're thinking. So don't assume that you can leave and everything's okay, and then kiss us on the cheek and make everything good. I'm sorry, no. That's not how it works. Okay? I love the old Hollywood. Oh my god, I'm addicted to her hair, and I'm addicted to the lipstick. The lipstick is OD. I'm a lipstick girl, y'all know this. So her lipstick in the old Hollywood was on point. I need to figure out that shade. I'm going to be hitting up her family, really, to figure that out. I absolutely love the flashes because it kind of makes you think that she's blinking, so she's really in a dream world where when she gets into the song is from the actual vignette in the beginning. It does flashes, kind of like my light is doing. Flashes, so you kind of think she's blinking and then you can get into her brain. I like the fact that when she does like a little suggestive lyric, it's not too over the top. It's very classy for a Christian girl, and she was a Christian girl to the end. The only thing I do want to know about is what's up with this garter on her leg, though. I really don't understand that. I'm really curious, like, what does that mean? Why did she have that there? Did it have anything to do with the song, or did it just have something to do with her edgy look? Speaking of her edgy look, I love the hair. I want the green and the blue like yesterday. Let's see what we got. What else did I write down? Okay. Throughout the song, she is very expressive. I absolutely adore that she gets more expressive as she gets into her riffs and as she gets into the bridges and as she gets into her longer notes. Because when you're lip syncing, you can totally cop out. But she went all out. You can tell she went all out. Maybe she wasn't even lip syncing when she was recording the video, which is even more dope. Here's the part. She's just all up in it with her hands in her hair and everything, eyes closed, all that, like ad-lib face and everything. Let's see. Oh, the choreography. Choreography is not too much, which I absolutely think is great. It's not too overpowering. It's not too teeny bop-ish. It's not too like 90s R&B pop music. Like, it's very, very enough, and they accentuate the important parts of the lyrics. Let me make sure that it doesn't play again. Okay, so the end part. All right. And so yeah, she's still being edgy with her hair and the overalls and the beanie. Absolutely love it. This is my favorite part, so I'm just gonna pause for a minute so y'all can hear.
Hey, let your feet follow your heart, okay?
Okay. So when Christina says, "Don't you ever feel like everything you do is wrong?" I feel like she was in my head. Because my whole life I feel like that everything I do is wrong. Only God tells me when it's right. Because I never really got anywhere, right? And then all of a sudden I just started listening to him more, and then everything just started to fall into place. So I totally got that mindset, and I was like, oh my gosh, she's totally speaking to me. And then when her best friend, of course, the best friend's always the smartest one because they're outside of the relationship. When her best friend goes and says, "Let your feet follow your heart," I think that's gonna be a hashtag for the rest of my life. Let your feet follow your heart, not let your heart follow your feet. I did a little Facebook Live about that. I'm gonna tell y'all a little bit about that. Basically, feeling and heart is really important. Hi, Mom. Feeling and heart is really important. And so we really need to pay more attention to our heart and let our feet follow our heart instead of let our heart follow our feet, because sometimes our feet take us places where we shouldn't be, and sometimes our feet take us places that are dangerous. That's kind of like when people say follow your mind instead of your heart, or think with your mind, not your heart. But your heart guides you. Have you ever thought that if you think with your mind that or too much and you ignore your heart, hello, that's where pathology comes in. It all starts with your brain and your thoughts. So sorry, maybe I should start thinking with my heart more than my head, because pathology lies in your thoughts. Pathology is I'm talking about DSM and psychology because I'm a therapist by day. And so, we talk a lot with cognitive behavioral therapy, and if you change your thoughts, you change your emotions, and you change your behaviors. That whole triangle is vice versa type of triangle. And so if everybody's telling you to think with your mind, aka let your feet guide your heart, that might not be a good thing, because there's a lot of pathology in brains, and there's a lot of pathology in there. So if you have voices in your head that you're not sure you want to listen to, but then people are telling you to think with your mind instead of your heart, they could be telling you to do what your voices in your head are saying, which is really not kind of cool sometimes. So I would say that the best thing to do is to follow your heart, because your heart will never leave you wrong, because there's a fight or flight syndrome that we have, or not fight or flight, I guess, mechanism that we have in our body. And that's all from feelings. So we use our feelings to tell us whether or not, oh my gosh, this place is scary, I need to run. Okay, this is cool, I can chill. Now, if you don't have that, then we got a problem. But most people do have a good enough heart to be able to trust their feelings over their brain. And so the fact that she leaves the song with let your feet follow your heart. It's so Christina. It is so Christina because she, in her YouTube video, she'd always tell us, be ourselves. And that's the best thing to be. Don't try to be someone else because, there's too many of the other people. There's only one you. And I thought that was a complete great way to end the video. I'm going to be playing this song like OD. I already think that it's going to have one of the roles in my One Woman play because it's all about finding love, and I think this is a perfect song, especially the kind of caveats I gave y'all today about how she's speaking to me in this song and in this video about finding your Prince Charming and about finding your prince. You may be worlds apart, but God is creating him to come into your life, and it says, when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing. So women, just chill. Your prince will come, because he'll come made for you at the time. And then if you guys are the type of people that build together, you'll build together. If you need him already made and you don't have time to build and you just want him already made, like out of the microwave, maybe God will give him to you that way. But most likely he'll give him to you a way that you can grow into him and that you guys can learn from each other so that you guys can be stronger together. I guess that's all of my points. Let me see. Did I miss anything? Oh, so yeah, the end part where she goes back and she ends actual singing at the old Hollywood because that's where her prince is. I thought that was really cool. Like, okay, I'm very, very into small details. So the fact that she ended singing in old Hollywood means that she knows that that's where her prince is going to be. And so she's going to stay there. And so she came out of that into the vignette. And the vignette's not part of the song. So I thought that was really cool. Okay, sorry. I get excited when artistic people do artistic things. I really, really thought that was dope. Yeah. That's my take on Snow White by Christina Grimmie. Thank you, Christina's family, for releasing that. Thank you, her label, for releasing that. I really appreciate it. Every Thursday from now on, up until they're done with releasing her videos, up until the 4th video is done, 4 weeks from now, every Thursday I'll be doing my little commentary on Christina Grimmie. Hopefully I can set it up so that you guys can see the video behind me while I'm reporting on it, so maybe I can pause it and you guys can see kind of what I'm talking about. But yeah, so if anybody has any other comments, do let me know. I'm going to post this now, and I hope you guys enjoyed my little commentary on Snow White by Christina Grimmie from side A. Asuka loves all y'all. Asuka out as always.